As we all know, Sonic Adventure has 6 playable characters with unique abilities. It's been a long while since I've done a challenge video on this channel. The last one I did was, what, a year ago? Yeah, sorry about that. People really enjoyed them too because they used to get views. But here I am back to doing challenge videos, and this one is a challenge I've been procrastinating on for a long time. So a while ago, for those who don't remember, I made a challenge video on beating Sonic Adventure without using the homing attack, and it was a pretty fun video to make. Even Ian Flynn himself left a comment on this video, which I'm pretty proud of. Anyway, during the video, I promised I would make more challenge videos on Sonic Adventure, and one of them is the one you are watching now. Can you beat Sonic Adventure as Tails without using his tails? Now I ain't gonna lie, this challenge doesn't seem too hard to do, especially compared to the other challenges I did. But let's see how it goes. Now there are only 2 rules I gotta follow for this challenge. I am not allowed to fly, and I am not allowed to attack. Just to clarify, I am allowed to attack by jumping on the enemies, but I can't use the tail swipe or the rapid tail attack. Seems simple enough because all you're doing in these levels is just racing Sonic. This will make it more of a fair race because, let's be honest, racing Sonic in the game normally with flying and taking shortcuts seems a bit unfair because of how broken Tails' flying ability is in this game. Well, now that we got all of that out of the way, let's start the challenge. Tails' story starts off with him doing a test flight on his plane. Eventually, his plane starts to randomly malfunction and crashes into Emerald Coast. Tails is knocked out for a while, but when he wakes up, Sonic is there to help him. Sonic asks Tails what even happened, and Tails explains to him that he was testing out his new prototype power supply with a Chaos Emerald. Tails wants to use the Chaos Emerald to harness its power for its plane, so we head to Tails' workshop to show Sonic what we've been working on. On our way there, we run into none other than Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman whips out his new machine called the Egg Hornet. Now we fight this thing, and all we gotta do is just attack it by jumping on it. Pretty easy. After defeating the Egg Hornet, Eggman steals our emerald. He feeds the emerald to some liquid-looking monster named Chaos. It transforms after consuming the emerald, and Eggman dips to find other emeralds to fully transform Chaos. Sonic and Tails decides to find all the emeralds before Eggman does so they can stop him from feeding Chaos all of the emeralds. We get the Windstone and put it into the switch to head to the next stage, Windy Valley. Did I put Windhill Valley, what? On this stage, you'd mostly just fly and skip most of the stage through these green rings. But here, we gotta play the stage normally mostly by staying grounded and running. There's nothing really challenging here, it's really just how you would play the stage as Sonic, but instead, you're racing. We grab the emerald at the end of the stage and we head back to Station Square to get to the next level. When we head to the casino, we run into our first problem of the challenge. We have to hit the switch on top. And the only way we literally can get up there is just by flying. Well, looks like we failed the challenge already. Video's over. After hitting the switch and going into the casino, we immediately go into the sewers and race Sonic. I'm supposed to fly upwards on this slope, but since we can't do that, we have to slowly walk up the slope. One thing about Tails' stages, when you're racing Sonic, he's not a challenge at all, even when you're not flying. It's like the AI is really bad at the game, or he's really just slowing down for Tails to catch up. After getting the Silver Emerald, we head outside of the casino and run into Eggman again. He robs our emerald and puts us to sleep with his gas. We get the Ice Stone in the alley and we arrive at the Mystic Ruins. There, we put the Ice Stone into the switch and go into the next stage, Ice Cap from Sonic 3. In this stage, you're basically just snowboarding, so yeah, no flying. After getting the emerald, we run into Knuckles, who challenges us to a fight because we apparently stole his emerald. This fight is easy because all you gotta do is jump on him 3 times and that's it. We clash with Knuckles and both our emeralds fall out for Eggman to steal. He feeds both of these emeralds to Chaos and it transforms into Chaos 4. This boss is also pretty brain dead. You just gotta bop him on the head a few times and you're done. After defeating Chaos 4, Eggman introduces us to his brand new egg carrier. Sonic and Tails decides to chase after Eggman, and Knuckles goes off to do his own business. We head to Tails' workshop and fly the tornado to chase after Eggman. On this stage, you don't really have to do anything. Just stay on the top right corner of the screen and you'd barely get hit by anything. Seriously, I had my controller down this entire level. Eggman pulls out his giant laser from his egg carrier and shoots a tornado. After crashing, Tails has a dream flashback on how he first met Sonic. After he wakes up, They are both separated and Tails decides to look for the emerald by himself. When we go deep into the forest, we find a Chaos Emerald that is just laying there, but then Froggy takes it. We of course can't let Froggy just have it, so we chase after him. Now on this part, there's a switch we have to hit to get past the sand, and this switch is on the top again, which means we are forced to fly again. We go into Sand Road, which you are just snowboarding down a hill. Just like Ice Cap, there is no need for flying here, so we complete the stage. After capturing Froggy, we go back into the past where the Echidnas live. We grab the Rhythm Badge upgrade, but it's pretty much useless since we're not going to be using the Tail Swipe, so yeah. We meet the ancient Echidna named Tikal, and she tells us all about the emeralds. Before she can go more into detail, we go back into the present. There, we are jump scared by a charging Big the Cat, but he's really after Froggy. We still have our red Chaos Emeralds, so we head back to the workshop to power our tornado. After that's done, we make the superpowered Tornado 2 and we find Sonic, who hops on with us. We chase after Eggman in another sky chase, and just like the first one, just go in the top right of the screen. Near the end, all we gotta do is shoot the core of the laser and that's done. After destroying the laser, we decide to land on the egg carrier, but Tails somehow forgets to put landing gear on its plane. Wow, how do you screw up that badly? After the egg carrier transformed, we go through the egg carrier to save Amy and get the Chaos Emeralds.
I guess you weren't expecting that, were you? There's only one way to get to me, Sonic, and that's through the sky. I doubt if you can make it. Ha ha! I dare you!
So, this must be the Sky Deck, huh?
And now on to the next stage, Sky Deck. You're also basically just racing Sonic to the end with the janky Sonic Adventure collision. You don't really need to fly at all on this stage, and like I said on the previous stages, you're just basically playing the stage like you would in Sonic. Except now since you're Tails, the stages are shorter. After completing the level, we go to the bridge of the egg carrier to fight against Eggman's new robot, E102 Gamma. Just like the Knuckles fight, you just jump on him 3 times. After defeating Gamma, Tails tries to finish the job, but Amy gets in the way to stop him because the robot is her friend. The ship starts shaking and we decide to get out quickly. Sonic leaves to stop Eggman and Tails carries Amy back to Station Square to safety.
That's Eggman! I wonder what happened to Sonic.
Eggman crashes to Station Square and launches a missile to destroy the entire city. Turns out the missile was a dud, and Eggman goes through Station Square to find the missile to activate it. You can't just let Eggman do that, so we race Eggman through Speed Highway to get to the missile before he does.
You think you can keep up with me? What? He's caught up? Wow!
At first, Speed Highway seems easy to go through without flying. Everything seems to be going normally, but there is this one section that literally requires you to fly through the green rings. This is a problem, so I tried to find other ways to get through it without flying, but from the looks of it, it's simply not possible. You have to fly to progress. Well, I guess that means you cannot beat Tails' Speed Highway without flying. Oh well, you know how we do things around here. We proceed. After completing the stage, we fight against Eggman with his machine, Egg Walker. I thought you had to use the tail swipe to attack its foot, but you can actually attack it by just jumping on it. I didn't know this until now. So yeah, this boss is still pretty easy done by just jumping on him, and there we go, we defeat Eggman. Tails flies to the Mystic Ruin with Sonic, and Tails jumps at the screen. And that's the end of Tails' story in Sonic Adventure. While doing this challenge wasn't perfect, the majority of it was successful. I only needed to use his tails on parts that required him to fly. This challenge was honestly pretty fun to do, and it was interesting to see how these stages played out without completely breaking the game. Thank you for getting this far into the video, and of course, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment. Come on, just comment anything, I need more interactions. Also, I would love for you to join my Discord server. Having a community that supports me and what I upload is better than just getting views, and I am very lonely. I'll most likely be in VC by the time I upload this. But yeah, I'll probably upload more challenge videos because I really do enjoy making these, and I'm not sure why I stopped in the first place. But for now, I'll see you all later. Have a good day, and goodbye.